Well, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is fed up with the escalating situation at the border. It's no secret the border crisis is at its worst at Texas' southern border, which neighbours Mexico. Governor Abbott has now sent a letter to President Biden calling for tighter federal policies that would deter illegal immigrants from trying to enter the country. He begins his letter to the Commander-in-Chief by referencing the fact that the US Constitution promises that the federal government will protect states against invasion. Governor Abbott then declares that he has been forced to invoke an invasion clause of both the US Constitution and the Texas Constitution in order to protect state territory from invasion of Mexican drug cartels. The southern border of Texas has already seen a record amount of 2.1 million migrants encountered in the 2022 fiscal year. But that is just the number of people that have been encountered by Border Patrol agents. It is likely that number is much higher if you include those who have snuck in. Greg Abbott blames Joe Biden. Your inaction has led to catastrophic consequences. Under your watch, America is suffering the highest volume of illegal immigration in the history of our country. Worse yet, your failed border policies recently prompted a United Nations agency to declare that the border between the United States and Mexico is the deadliest land crossing in the world. Texans are paying the price for your failure. Ranches are being ripped apart and homes are vulnerable to intrusion. Our border communities are regularly disrupted by human traffickers and bailouts. The Texas governor truly does not hold back, telling the president, in the more than 240 years of our great nation, no administration has done more than yours to place the states in imminent danger. Governor Greg Abbott then demands President Biden enforce various immigration laws in order to safeguard citizens. He asks Joe Biden to aggressively prosecute illegal entry and illegal re-entry, to comply with laws mandating that various categories of aliens shall be detained, that he stops parole for aliens en masse in violation of the Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigration Responsibility Act of 1996, that he fully reinstate the migrant protection protocols, which means that any migrants seeking admission will remain in Mexico while all proceedings take place in the United States. And finally, that the Biden administration recommence construction of the border wall in Texas. Governor Abbott concludes his letter with some harsh words for Joe Biden about what really is one of the biggest political issues facing his administration. Your silence in the face of our repeated pleas is deafening. Your refusal to even visit the border for a first-hand look at the chaos you have caused is damning. 2 years of inaction on your part now leave Texas with no choice but to escalate our efforts to secure our state. Your open border policies, which have catalysed an unprecedented crisis of illegal immigration, are the sole cause of Texas having to invoke our constitutional authority to defend ourselves.